Alright, so this is Jaws. This is one of my favorite Nintendo games. And I know that that's sacrilegious to many people because not only is it LJN, but it's also a movie game, which is sort of like the double kiss of death. But growing up, this was one of my favorite games, and honestly, the first video game I ever beat, Nintendo-wise.
Really?
Yeah. I figured out how to beat it. I was in 5th grade when I beat it for the first time, and I went berserk. Brett absolutely hates this game.
I fucking hate this game. It's not good. It's repetitive. The graphics are buns.
So
the enemies are really unpredictable. It's really tough to move around. It has a lot of randomness, which I don't really like, as far as it seems to me at least, where item placement ends up being. And
yeah, I can see that.
And yeah,
it's ass. All right, well, I'm gonna try to beat this because I'm usually pretty good at it. I do actually already have a YouTube video. Maybe I'll even go fancy and put the link up there for people to click on. That you can watch me beat it in like 12 minutes or whatever. I'm not a speedrunner, so I don't really give a crap if it's not as fast as other people, but whatever. So here you are. You're the diver, and you start off and you suck because you're like really slow and hag. But you can pick up these different power-ups as you go. The starfish are points, and as far as I know, they are completely and utterly useless, other than getting points. The crabs are good because they give you a speed boost, kind of like Speed and Gradius, and you want to get like at least 2 or 3 to like really be able to move. And then the other thing you need to get are, I can't say this right, so whatever, but conch shells, or cock shells as I tended to say really fast. Because those are currency in the game. The one trick I can tell everybody is to not do what I just did and do not go on the floor, because jellyfish in this game are the bane of existence for the most part. You can take care of almost everything else, but as the game progresses, 2 things happen. One, the jellyfish start to get smart and they start to track you, and also they come up from the bottom, meaning if you're already on the bottom, you're basically just playing with fire to get hit. So what you want to do is try to stay in the middle and just kind of take out all these manta rays and whatever comes up. And the real goal is to collect as many shells as you can. I'm not going to say that word again because it's embarrassing that I can't say it correctly. And outside of that, you just gotta kind of like just chill. It's not, you know, I wouldn't say this game is like edge of your seat, you know, hardcore action. But if you got a little bit of patience, you can actually gather up like a pretty good chunk of stuff. You can get way too many crabs and end up being like super fast, so that can be sometimes a bit problematic, but in the game, if you happen to be pressing A, you kind of do like a hard stop, which can help. Alright, so here's like a little mini shark that you get to shoot at. If you do that, you can get to a bonus scene, which I am absolutely horrible at, and you just have to drop bombs on jellyfish. Why? No one knows, but whatever.
And it's just for score, right?
No, you can get shells for every certain number that you hit. The more bonus levels that you play, that conversion from like hits to shells goes down. So, early on, it's really great to like just try to rack up on these. Like I said, I really suck at it. Like I've never been able to get like all 5 ever in my life. So I usually just try to get as many as I can. I try to get at least like 10 to 12 hits. So I'm doing okay right now, I guess. The whole goal again is to get more shells, because what happens is the first time you... Whoa! Look at that! And I got it on tape. Whatever. But what happens is after you get your first 5 shells, I think I got 1 more, or 2 more, it's done. The first 5 shells you get a detector that will tell you how close you are to Jaws. But after that, every 5 shells, you raise your power level every time you go to one of the ports. And as you raise your power level, you're able to actually hit Jaws. Like, the first time you fight Jaws and your power level is, like, 1, you're basically useless. Like, you will do 0 damage to him no matter how many times you hit him. So what you need to do is just build up your power level. And once you get it up around 6, you can start to really do some damage to Jaws. I'm nervous about getting that, but whatever. And that's basically the game. Like, the end stage I'll try to explain when I get to the end, but it's, like, stupid easy. You just have to, like, know what to do. And you can get to the end stage over and over again once you get your power level high enough. But like I said, the only drawback to getting your power level higher is the jellyfish start to follow you. Like, they'll start to track you as you go through the water, which is really annoying. The other thing I do, I know some people disagree with this strategy, but I never go in the shallow areas. I usually tend to try to get in the deep water, which is like where I am now. If you get caught in the shallows, you have way less room to maneuver, and I find it to be incredibly difficult. And if you go the wrong direction or whatever, you can get killed way easier. So now my power level's at 2, and I get to look at this awesome dock, apparently. And I can do one more to get 3. The only other thing about this game that some people don't know is that you can also get a mini sub. It sometimes appears on the map. That is 100% random. I've never been able to really figure out like a pattern for when and where it appears. But when you get that, you can you can shoot faster. You're a little bit smaller, so you can move a little bit faster and dodge stuff. And that's it. So now I'm just gonna farm up some shells, hopefully in the deep water. And there you go.
So one thing I can say about this game that's not bad is the animation of those skatefish is pretty fluid. That looks pretty good for a Nintendo game. But other than that, I still don't like it.
It's alright. I can understand. There's games that Brett likes that I don't like as much. I do kind of think it's funny that your character, instead of like, he just kind of shoots like arrow keys. Instead of like actual harpoons, like it's just arrows.
I mean, if I shot a harpoon at one of these manta rays, they're going down in one shot.
Yeah, that's
right?
true.
I mean, those things are pretty big.
I lost that. I'm not going to attempt to get it back, though. But I can get one from this guy. Also, the baby sharks always guarantee you a conch shell, which is good. There's Jaws. I don't want to get near him yet, because basically when you fight Jaws, right now, I would basically not do a whole lot of damage to him. Oh, cool. It's a jellyfish level. Oh, God. Get off the floor.
And conch shells are solely to power up your...
Yep, just to get your power up. I think as you go, like, it goes up in number. I think, like, after a while you have to get 6 and then 7 or whatever for each power level, but, I mean, really the whole goal is just get as many as you can. And don't get killed. Because if you get killed, you go back to 1.
Power level 1?
I believe so, yeah. I know you definitely lose the tracker and everything. But hopefully we won't get to see that.
And one shot and you're dead, right?
Yep. Unless you have the, what's his name? The mini sub. Because then if you have the mini sub, you just get popped out of the sub. When you're doing the bomb thing, you can control your plane, like speed, by using left and right. So sometimes you'll see me like speed up because I just want to get off the screen so I can reset. Ah! Nah, I can't get it. But whatever. Hey, look at that! I did it again.
Nice.
So, as I'm going here. So, question. You don't like... Seriously. You don't like the game. Do you like the movie?
I think I saw it when I was young.
Really?
I don't really remember much about it. So...
You're just not a shark fan.
I like sharks a lot, actually, but
Just Zarvo sharks? Oh, man. Yeah, that was really close. Yeah, this is, like, you can see the jellyfish are starting to get a little bit more, squirrely in their angles and such. Because they know I have a ton of shells, so it's like, better kill him so he doesn't have a fighting chance against Jaws. Alright. And yeah, like, oh my god, that was really close.
So, is there a time limit here? Like, how does this work? How do you know when you're done the level?
It depends on 2 things. There is a time limit. I find that the time limit varies depending on whether you're in the deep water or the shallows. Shallows tends to be a little bit shorter. The other variables are if you kill a baby shark or you fight Jaws. I believe that extends the time. And if you kill a baby shark and you haven't had a bonus stage in a while, you can, what's his name? You know, you'll get transported to the bonus stage right after. The other trick with Jaws is, if you stay all the way up at the top, see, so now I'm going to be stuck in the shallows. This is why I hate it, because you're basically just, you have very little room to maneuver, so if, like, you get angry jellyfish or jellyfish that follow you, it's not a fun experience. Like, as you can see, I'm playing it as safe as I can, and I'm literally going to stay at the top. I don't care if anything drops, I'm just going to, like, just stay up here, because I do not want to deal with it. Mana rays tend to not go up here. You can see they're, like, right below me in that little, like, seaweed, like, poop cloud. Oh, great. So I was going the wrong way anyway. There's the mini sub. So maybe I might be able to get it. I can drop bombs on Jaws the first time he's here, and then it drops me into the water. Basically with Jaws, he just kind of goes back and forth with that stupid grin on his face. He's like, "Dirt." But, you can see I'm doing some damage to him because my power level's 3, but I don't think I'm going to be able to do enough to kill him in time. Maybe, I don't know. I usually have power level as 6 when I can really, like, take him down, but, you know, you never know. Maybe I can luck out and get him down already. Oop. And the other thing is, you know, just like in the regular game, like, you just gotta be aware of everything else that's going on around you. Like, there's other mana rays and stuff while Jaws is sort of trolling back and forth trying to bite you. I will give you that Jaws kind of looks stupid, because he's got, like, this kind of, like, Dr. Giggles, like, Guy Smiley grin. Guy Smiley is what I was thinking of. Hey,
Wow, nice.
hey guys, my name's Jaws. Come and give me a hug. Why do you keep shooting arrow keys at me? I actually did doing some good damage on him, so maybe I don't need to go so high. Yeah, Jaws also has baby sharks that follow him around sometimes too, which is really annoying. Because unlike Jaws, they can go all the way up to the top.
So you're safe if you go all the way
Yep,
to the top.
if you're up at the top, Jaws can't get you. You'll just like pass near him, but if he is a baby shark, they can go all the way to the top, so you gotta be careful about them. I might be able to get the mini sub, which would be cool. I mean, it's not necessary, but I like having it. It's like insurance policy. So like if I screw up and get hit, it just pops me back into the diver. And I don't lose my stuff. I'm gonna try to get like one more. I'm gonna be able to do it on power level 4, because I got pretty close. Health-wise.
So it resets every time.
Yeah, his health's gonna go back up, yeah. Which sucks, but tis what it is. Look at that, 3 times I've done that. It's a miracle. Is the sub still there? Yes. Alright. The worst thing to do...
confirmation that you got it? What the heck?
I just like picked it up. Oh, his health didn't go all the way back up. Maybe it regenerates over time. But yeah, with the mini sub, you can drop these like bomb things below you, which is really helpful against the jellyfish. And you can also drop them on him, but I don't know, it's a little bit trickier. The mini sub is also way more agile than your diver, so it makes your life a little bit easier. Come on, meow.
Is the submarine also invincible all the way to the top?
It is. Yeah. I might be able to do this. This is gonna be fun. I might be able to kill him faster. Look at that. I got him down, so maybe it'll happen. Yeah. So the last scene is actually, or the last part of the game is a scene from the 3rd Jaws movie. Basically what you want to do is you want to get him all the way down to the 2nd one, or like that very front line, press the A button to get him to pop out of the water, and then you try to jam him with the boat. It's actually kind of tricky. Like, it takes... There's a very specific point that you have to press A, and that's what kind of makes it tough. Oh, I thought I had it. But it's... I'm pretty sure it's that very bottom line. I think if that's what I remember from doing it. But if you can do it and time it right, then you win. Damn it. But anyway, I'm gonna try to do it again. I'm gonna up my power level just one more time, because then that way it'll be easier. Because you can see, once you defeat Jaws all the way down, he does get all his health back. I always liked how they had the apostrophe, because it had to be, you know, correct correct spelling, I should say, or grammar. Jaws' powers. Music is not something to write home about, I will give that. I will openly admit that. It's not the most exciting music I've ever done. Or I've ever heard.
Is this pack-in video? that developed this?
I'm not sure who actually developed it. To the Google machine.
It reminds me of like the music and just the graphics in general. Reminds me of Karate Kid.
It might, yeah. The other thing that's weird is the only thing I don't like about it graphically is that the perspective on basically everything is screwed up. Like the mini sub is so small, but you're able to fit inside of it, and then you get out of it and your diver is humongous. I never understood that, but I mean, I don't know. It's not like a huge, egregious thing. Yeah, here come the,
Whoa, hold on a second.
What's up?
You know who developed this game?
Now.
Westone.
Oh, really? Huh.
Westone did Monster World 4.
Oh, wow.
What else? Wonder Boy.
Huh.
All Rail.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Wow, that's impressive. We can only shoot one thing at a time, which is kind of a downer, but whatever.
You know, it's funny, they didn't... Looking at Westone's library of games they've developed, not a whole lot released outside of Japan.
Huh. Interesting. Maybe that's why they got pegged to do this one.
I mean, this was before they were big.
This is taking longer than I'd hoped. I hope I'd be able to beat it.
Founded in 1986, so this game was made a year after they were founded.
Huh. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think it's that bad of a game. Is it repetitive? Is it like not, you know, it's not, you know, Legend of Zelda or Mario Brothers, but I don't think it's that bad. The thing I like about it is that it's very easy to beat once you figure out the strategy. And it's not like, you know, other games where it's like everything is like super like cryptic or like you have to do a huge time investment, like unless you're some like a speedrunner or whatever. At this point, I've collected so many shells that I'm not even bothering with trying to like die for them, because I'd rather just keep the sub and just go fight Jaws. So right now I'm just like futzing around more than anything. Because I don't want to, and I definitely am not going down for anything, because at this point the jellyfish are homing in on me, so I don't want to tempt fate. Because if you get killed, it is just like the most. Because the game is so short, so like when you get killed, it's like just the most defeating. It's a more defeating feeling than other games to me for some reason. Because it's like now I get to start all over again.
So now that I know Westone developed this game,
you hate it less?
I guess so, but that's not fair.
Yeah, you can't do that. Yeah.
It shouldn't matter who developed the game.
Yeah. Alright. I'm gonna try to up my power level one more time, then I'm just gonna go after Jaws and just try to beat it, because... I wonder if there are, I'm sure there are, but I'm curious about what, like, speedrunning strategies there are. I guess it's like, you gotta make sure that you're just at the bare minimum power level, I guess, or something, I don't know. Skip getting the mini sub. I don't know what you do to get better at it, because like there's no way you can beat Jaws on level 1. You have to at least level up to like 3 or 4. I have to imagine. Ugh. But yeah, you can see that as I'm doing the bonus scene even more, like I get 19 hits, I'm getting less shells each time per hit, because
we only have 41.
I know, so it's like I can only level my power level up like 49 more times. I wonder if you can get it so high that you just, like, every one hit just rips Jaws. I don't know if you can or not.
What's the max power? Is it 9?
I guess 9. I've never gotten it that high before. There you go. Eat my bombs. So yeah, when I fight Jaws, I try to, like, stay in the middle. You can see, like, the jellyfish are getting real obnoxious. So I want to start killing them fast. But you can see that now that I'm at power level 4, I'm really ripping them up. So, to me, like, 4 is like, or 5 is actually, 4 is like okay, 5 you're like doing some real fun stuff, and then if you're at 6, you're basically just ripping him apart. He doesn't have much of a chance to do anything. And like fighting him directly is like stupid because it's such a repeated pattern. I mean, it's like straight out of Nightmare on Elm Street where he just kind of walks back and forth on you. What?
Took too long, man.
Ugh, that's frustrating. I didn't think I was fighting her for that long. I don't know. I think that each scene is like random, because I could swear that was way shorter than normal.
Short.
So I don't know. Maybe it knows that I'm at the power level, so maybe it's shortening the time or whatever. Not that it matters, because I'm gonna rip them up. All right. This soundtrack right here this music part is really obnoxious. Maybe it's a second one. I can never remember. Yeah, I couldn't do it there. This you're also on a time limit, so it is obnoxious in that sense because you gotta like be pretty quick. And he does tend to like bank at the last second. All right, so it's definitely How did that not hit him? Are you serious? I wish I can. I don't know. I'm trying to remember. I'm pretty sure it's like in between the second and first line or the first line. Yes, couldn't do that one. I'd like to see the mechanism that lets you like jut your boat forward like a battering ram.
Power up again.
Yeah, I guess you're right. So I'm gonna keep moving because I don't want to get caught in the shallows. Fighting Jaws in the shallows is really like suck. It's just suck central because, you know, you don't have any room to maneuver on them, and then you got jellyfish coming at you. Ooh. This game gave me such a primordial fear of jellyfish. I'm serious, like I used to get so freaked out when I would go to the beach and or whatever. I would be so scared.
Are there any people that aren't afraid of jellyfish or whatever?
I mean, I don't know people that are like, yeah, I'm super psyched about jellyfish.
They're so cute, like.
But I mean, I was just like, I'm never going near one ever because it's gonna follow me and hit me.
Better not be strong, or else they're gonna start following you.
I know. That's why I'm fat and lazy. That's why he's strong and I'm fat. Yeah, here we go. Because now we get the BS. Because now he's got his crew with him.
Oh, taking a lot of hits. Furious button press.
Trying to like kill him as fast as I can because I don't feel like playing around with these other sharks. Because they're just gonna keep coming, which is obnoxious as hell. Oof. Hands getting tired. My little Cheeto mini sub. Now that I've killed every shark in the ocean. And the sucky part is that they block shots against him, which is even more annoying. Alright, let's see if I can do this. Why does that not hit him? That's the part I can't figure out. Like, I know you can't have him too close. I guess I'm just letting him get too close. Well, if I don't do it after this, maybe I should look it up rather than sit here and just guess. Nope. It must be that black line. I must do it right on the black line. I just can't remember. There it is! Right on the black line. And then you got sad shark. And then I fly home. See ya. Twink. And then you get the most awesome ending music ever.
Sounds like Karnov.
Yeah. So I killed.
Karnov, Rygar.
Oh, Rygar. Yeah, you're right. So that was Jaws. That's why I like that game, because it took me longer than I had hoped, but it's one of those games you can pick up and figure out and beat very easily. It's a great game if you're like, I know it sounds silly for somebody like at this point, but somebody that's just interested in like getting started with playing retro games, because it's easy to understand and easy to beat. But it's also challenging in the sense that as the game gets further along, it gets more tricky with the jellyfish and everything. So yeah, if you see it, it's worth buying it to me. I'd put it in like the $4 to $6 range, I guess. Not anything too crazy. But I would put it around there because it's a lot of fun. Your thoughts?
If you find this game for $2, fine. It's not the worst game in the world. It's just, you know what it is? I had this game when I was young. I played it a lot. I never felt like I was getting anywhere. Like it was like almost like Grand Theft Auto when you don't play the missions and you just try to get caught by the police.
Yeah, I can
it's
see
like
that.
Playing like that. Like there's no goal really. It's just how long can you survive. And now that I understand how to play it, I still don't want to because that looks really boring. To go back and forth between two ports. It's just, I don't know.
Yeah, I can't sit here and say that it's like perfect. There's stuff I wish that it would do, like having, like you said, like more ports, or just like even something as simple as a dialogue screen that would be like, hey, if you turn in shells, you can raise your power level, which makes you your attack stronger or something. You know what I mean? Like, I only know it from like playing the game a lot and like trial and error. Like, I never knew, like, I remember the first time when I was playing the game and I found that mini sub. I had no idea what it was. I thought it was like a glitch in the game because it was just this random icon.
Right.
And then all of a sudden I'm like, why am I like a miniature, Cheeto Puff, like shooting crazy bullets and everything and dropping bombs and just acting ridiculous. And that was a lot, that was such a revelation at the time. But yeah, I mean, I would say it's definitely a little bit on the cryptic side.
The other thing is that in games of this era, backtracking was only something you did in like an RPG type game.
Yeah.
So in this game, you go from the first port to the second port, and it's not clear that you should go back to the first port. And even when you do, and you get your power level up, it doesn't mean anything to you.
Mm-hmm.
You have to know that it takes less. Like, you would eventually figure it out, I guess. But I don't think when you get power level 3, it takes the same amount of hits to kill everything still. So there's no proof to you that it's increasing your power.
Right. I mean, I can see that. Yeah.
So.
It is. I mean, I'm not saying it's like the greatest game, but it's just I think it's more. I think I have a fondness for it more from like a nostalgia standpoint, just because it was like the first Nintendo game I ever legitimately beat, and it was like, I didn't, up until that point, like, I mean, honestly, like I have no shame in admitting it, like I didn't beat Super Mario Brothers until I was like in college. I just didn't have the coordination, and I would get to like level 7 and I'd just be like, nope, not gonna happen. And like this was the first game where I was like, wow, I actually can beat like Nintendo games. I didn't know that was possible. Like, I knew that like, Mario Brothers and Zelda were like beatable, but I just never had the time or the energy to like, or the initiative to like go through it. So the other thing I want to point out is if you look in the middle cloud and the cloud to the left, it looks kind of like your dog, which I think is kind of funny. You see it?
Yeah, I do.
Like the head and the tail?
I do.
What do the other clouds look like to you?
I don't know.
Turds.
They're repeating. Look like a shitty game.
The one like below the dog one in the middle kind of looks like the gun from Heavy Barrel when you put it together. You see it?
Yes.
What else can I put together? I don't know what the big ones in the front, like to the left and the right, are. I don't know what those look like to me.
This looks like an 80s beach t-shirt.
It is. This would be a shirt that I would pay money for,
right.
Like a Jaws. Like I would have the fin though, because like no one's gonna know what that is. It's just gonna be a bro shirt.
I think as is, it would make a good shirt. It would just say "the end" and people would not know what the hell it.
It's like when I wear when I was wearing the Friday the 13th shirt that you got me, which is like so awesome. It has like such a sharply divided reaction. Like one half of the people that see it, they're like, "Oh my god, that is the coolest shirt ever," and the other half of it is people are like, "What does that mean? Who's Mark?" And Why does it say you and your friends are dead?
Right.
I'll put a picture of it up in the video, but it's absolutely hilarious, and it's a great T-shirt. I'm not doing shameless plugs for the person that made it, but if you want, you can
Pick it up from
Yeah.
London 1888
1888. Yeah,
distro.
yeah, very cool. A lot of very cool T-shirts, and like other stuff. Like there's that crazy Castlevania one that I thought was really cool looking,
Yeah.
and there's the Nightmare on Elm Street one. It's cool because he picks like more obscure game stuff. Like you don't see people doing like tributes to Friday the 13th, the video game, because it's like it's a crappy game. I don't think it's that crappy, but it's pretty crappy. I kind of fall in the camp of it's not the worst game I've ever played, but it's certainly not great. But anyway, so this is Jaws, another Retro Wednesdays wrapped up, and we actually beat the game, which is like really nice because I don't know, we don't beat a lot of games.
So. All right.
So until
Thanks
next
for
time.
watching.